Hey there guys, it's Colin. Welcome back to another video on the Bikiniac channel, and today I have another custom set to show you guys. It is based off of the finale of Marvel's What If, and it's based off of the scene where the Guardians of the Multiverse fight Ultron in a different universe in the ruins of New York. Anyways, let's just get started on my custom What If Final Battle set. The first minifigure is Captain Carter. This is her stealth suit that she wore in the 9th episode, and although LEGO made a version of this, I think it was based off of concept art because it was not really accurate. Anyways, I just made an updated version with dual molded legs, as well as printed arms and a more accurate torso print, as well as the shield that she normally uses instead of that extra one that LEGO just made up, or more likely was based off of concept art. She also has a gun as her accessory, the Black Widow hair in dark brown, and the same expression used in the CMF. The next character is Ultron. He was very fun to design, and he is super detailed, so let's just get started. He has this weird double-edged blade that I included, and it uses metallic tones. He also has this helmet, but you can take it off, and it reveals just Vision's head, but in red, because that's what it is in the show. He has some armor pieces on his shoulders, as well as a red cape, and then his arms, legs, and torso are all extremely detailed, so let's take a closer look at those. On his torso, you can see the 5 remaining Infinity Stones that he collected, other than the one already in his forehead. You can see on his torso, arms, and legs, there's a ton of armor printing, and it's very metallic, and mostly in shades of gray and black, but there are some pops of color with the gold highlights, and of course, Infinity Stones on his chest, and overall, I just think it really comes together and makes a great looking figure that is super accurate, so this is probably one of my favorite figures I've ever made. What do you guys think? The last character in Bag 1 is Doctor Strange. His skin is a little paler than normal, and his hair is a little bit browner than normal, just like in the show. He also has a black cape and dual molded arms and legs. I really wish that LEGO would make dual molded blue and gold arms for Doctor Strange, but I doubt that will happen. Anyways, his torso is new as well, and I think it looks really good. The build for Bag 1 is a small section of the road where all of the Guardians of the Multiverse gather together to face off Ultron in a very Avengers movie type shot, and I think it works really well. But let's take a closer look at the platform itself. So like I said, the build for Bag 1 is in the middle of the road because that's where they all form together, and there's a ton of different slopes and tiles in different colors of gray and brown that really come together well to make it look super ruined and run down. And there's also a small launching feature so you can make Thor or Doctor Strange or anyone else just jump or fly to defeat Ultron. The first character of Bag 2 is Killmonger, who's kind of the second villain of this episode, at least at the end. Now, he has gold hands as well as dual-molded black and gold legs, but other than that, the figure's exactly the same as the official one, at least until you take off his mask. Underneath, you can see a brand new hairpiece that I made, as well as a brand new facial expression, because there is no face or hairpiece that already exists in LEGO, at least in my opinion, that can do this character justice. Personally, I think I actually did a pretty good job of capturing the look of this character. He also has an Ultron drone head as his accessory, by the way. The next character in Bag 2 is Gamora. She comes with a new hairpiece, the Hermione hairpiece in black, because I don't think that the one LEGO always uses really does this character justice. She also has the same armor piece as Ultron used, just in gold. And other than that, this is pretty much exactly the same as the official figure. However, I did include one more accessory for her, and it's the Infinity Stone Crusher. I think I did a pretty good job of capturing the likeness, as well as keeping it to the correct scale. Since the buildings in this episode were mainly in the background and not really shown in depth, I got to have some fun with referencing different details that are in New York City in the Marvel Universe, and just made some buildings that might not necessarily have been in the episode, but are in New York in the Marvel Universe canonically. So the first one is a theater that is showing Rogers the Musical, of course, a parody of Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton, and I think I did a really good job of capturing the essence of this building without making it too ginormous. You can see that there's a few 6x6 tiles that have the Rogers the Musical poster but Lego-fied on them, which I had a really fun time designing. And then on either side of the building is a sign saying a timeless story of a timeless hero, like shown in the trailer. Now let's get started with the interior. The bottom level has a waiting area as well as a small ticket booth, and on the top floor is a bridge prop that isn't super huge because I didn't want to make this building ginormous, but it does look like it does in the Hawkeye trailer, and that's just what I wanted to accomplish. The first character of Bag 3 is post-apocalyptic Black Widow. You can see that her torso has her logo printed on a strap, as well as just some vest printing and a belt. She also has some straps on her leg printing and some armor on her shoulders. Her accessories are the Red Guardian shield that she found in episode 8, as well as a gun, and she uses the expression that she currently uses in Lego sets, as well as the Black Widow hair, but in a more accurate shade of red. The last character in this set is Thor. He has a new super excited face print because he's ready to party. His accessory is Mjolnir, and he has a torso print pretty similar to the normal Thor ones, just in black, and the printing on it is in gold instead of blue or silver. He also has dual molded arms. The build for this bag is really fun in my opinion. It is the Shawarma Palace where the Avengers eat in the end credit scene of the first Avengers movie. You can see the Shawarma Palace sign on the outside with some dark green detailing on the top and bottom. Then there's also an open sign that is the same print that I used in my Retail Row custom set, so if you'd like to check that out, I'll put a card above. But anyways, it's very rundown, and you can see on the roof is a little ramp that I kind of incorporated into it so that Black Widow can ride up the ramp and shoot Ultron in the eye with the arrow. So here's the interior of the first floor. You can see on the right side is a counter with a soda dispenser on one side, as well as some cups and napkins on the other. And on the left side are some chairs, a table that has shawarma, mustard, and salt and pepper on it, as well as behind that is a broken window. This is probably the room that is most destroyed after Ultron completely obliterated this universe. You can see the bookshelf on the left is destroyed, as well as both the windows in the back. But you can see that this is actually the library where Black Widow found out that Yellow Jacket was killing all the Avengers in episode 3 of What If. I know this wasn't necessarily in New York, but I still think it's a fun reference. And you can even see the phone on the ground. So here you can see the set all together with all the Avengers battling Ultron, and I think it looks really great. And here's the box art, and I think this one looks great as well, although I kind of cheated because there's already some What If sets that have their own box art, so I really based it off of that. But anyways, that's about all I have for this video. I hope you did like it. I poured tons of hours into this project, so if you left a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, that would really make my day. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Have a great day, and go build something awesome.